You should think of the woods behind the Moonlight Inn and the refugee camp in much the same way that Hogwarts considered its forbidden forest. It is a place of great terror that should not be approached at any cost or entered, at the risk of your safety and well-being. The sort of horrors that you would see in these woods would make any werewolf or giant spider shudder. This unsuspecting family discovered that the hard way. The family that came in to check into the Moonlight Inn that day is not like the average clientele that we normally get. It was a nice, happy little all-American family. I always get nervous whenever people like this come to stay at their hotel because whenever I see them, I know it's going to be a countdown until they realize that this hotel is the part of hell that Satan threw out of the underworld because they thought it was just too extreme. And so, it's the nice lady that's coming up to the window. She's checking in. She's of course very nice, very quick. She's already looking around the hotel with this sense of trepidation. And she leans up and says, "Hey, I want to make sure that my car is safe. Is my car going to be safe in this place?" I had to lie to her and tell her that the car was going to be fine, even though just a couple of days before, I'm pretty sure we had a stolen vehicle report that came out. So she continues her check-in process as usual, signs all the papers, takes her keys, and she goes back to her car where they park it, near the truck parking near the back. I'm watching this nice little family take their beautiful dog out of the van to go walk him. The two kids are walking around, near close to their parents. I'm looking at these kids and I'm thinking about how great their missing posters are gonna look. But they're not gone. The lady didn't leave for more than 5 minutes, I think, 5 or 10 minutes before she was coming back to the window and saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm sorry. I think I'd like my money back. I don't think that we can stay here. It doesn't really seem safe." I asked her, what seemed to be the problem. And she mentioned, "Well, we were just walking the dog, and my husband, just walked behind this fence, and he just, came across this man that was passed out in the woods. He was just he's just laying there on the walkway face down, and I don't know if he's drunk or on drugs or anything, but I just didn't think that was safe at all." I think this woman earns a round of applause for being the smartest guest ever to come to the Moonlight Inn, because she figured out in 5 minutes only that this place was a piece of shit. That's right, everybody. She's the winner of Jeopardy tonight. So I go back over to the computer and I give her the full refund that she requested. It was like $150 that that the hotel lost that day. So congratulations, Moonlight Inn, for yet again chasing away another good clientele instead of the usual shit piece of horrible ones that we normally get. The car is speeding away fast enough for fucking trails of fire to be behind the wheels because they wanted to get the fuck out of here. And of course, I had to go take care of some random man that was passed out in the woods. Of course, being the concerned citizen I am, I go over to the phone and say, call the police, let them know that there's a poor man that's passed out in the woods, to go ahead and bring the ambulance over. And a couple minutes later, the ambulance is pulling in with 2 cop cars, and they're over on the back section. They're just gathered up back there to go assist this man. I'm checking people in as usual, just usually, doing the same work as always, and I see that the ambulance drives away. I'm thinking that, the poor son of a bitch is gonna go to the hospital that day. But instead, I come out and I see one of the back doors of the police car open, and there's I think the dude, he was this raggedy looking motherfucker with a dirty shirt, with his hands behind his back in handcuffs. He's just standing there outside in the sun for a little while, and the cops are chatting with one another, and of course they turn the guy around, sit him in the chair, and drive him off to jail. So I called the police thinking that I was gonna help this dude. Instead, I wound up getting him arrested. So I'm sorry, random drunken man that was passed out in the woods. The police told me that the dude had a warrant, and they found out just because they had to go and attend to him, and so they drive off, and that's the end of that story. I love reading your comments, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hit like and, of course, subscribe to Stoner Scribe. Y'all stay safe. I love you all. Till next time.